Hey guys, Dave here. Now we're going to install MyTextWall. I have FileZilla open, which is an FTP software that allows you to move things from your computer to your server. You could also do this via cPanel. Okay. If we come over here to our cPanel, we can log in and we can use File Manager as well. Okay, here you can see we can choose the domain that we would want to put it on, which would be the document root for outinfrontmedia.com. That's the domain we're going to use, outinfrontmedia.com. You can see right here in FileZilla, it's right there. And you would click Go, and you could just upload the files here. Now, I prefer to use FileZilla, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to open FileZilla back up. Here's the zip file that you can download right at the bottom of this page. Let's just right click and extract that zip file. Okay, now I have a couple of choices. Like I said, I'm going to use outinfrontmedia.com, and I could put this right on the main domain. But let's just assume for a minute, now this is just a domain that I have and there's nothing there, but let's say I have WordPress or I have a website, right? Let's say I actually had a website at outinfrontmedia.com. Then what I'm going to want to do is create a directory. I'm going to create one called wall. So this is a subdirectory. So now I'm going to install the files there, and when I go to log in, I'm going to log in at outinfrontmedia.com/wall. Okay, so here's our extracted files. Let me just open this up, and we're just going to select all of these files in this folder and drag them into the wall subfolder that we just created. And I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be right back. Okay, you can see all of our files are transferred, so now we're going to go to our domain, outinfrontmedia.com/wall, and if I double click that, I open it up, /install. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to go to the internet here, and I'm going to go to outinfrontmedia.com/wall/install. And if this was your domain, you would be going to, whatever your domain is, /install. Or if you put it in a subdirectory like I did, /wall/install. Okay? I'm going to accept the terms and conditions, hit proceed to next. Okay, now we're going to need our database info. Remember the database info that we wrote down earlier? The Dave Igo Wall with the user Dave Igo Wall. Okay, I'm going to right click my password and copy that real quick. And hostname is almost always going to be localhost. Okay, there are some hosting companies where this will be different. You'll need to get that information from them, but 99% of the time this is going to be localhost. Our database username is DaveIgo_wall. Our password, let me paste that in, and the database name is the same as the username because we set it up that way. We're going to click check connection. You can see the database connected successfully, and we can click next. Okay, here we're going to put in some personal information, first name and last name. Now the email that you use has to be the email that you registered for the members area with. It has to be the email that you purchased with. Okay, those all have to be the same. This is going to wind up being your login, and in order for the license system to work, this has to be that email. Okay, I'm going to put that in. I'll plug in a password. And this is a customer service phone number, okay? So this is going to be your phone number for customer service. It's really not that relevant in this installation. But this is just basically your customer service phone number. Let's click next. Now we're going to need that Twilio information, the account SID and the auth token that we talked about earlier, as well as our phone number. So let me just log back into my Twilio, my development account here. And we're going to go a little backwards here. You can see here's our SID and our auth token. And we bought a new number. So I'm just going to copy this number down with +1 with the country code. If you're in the UK, you would copy it down with the +44. And come back over here, and I'm just going to plug that in first here. And we want to get rid of the dashes. This should be just the +1 and the number with no spaces or dashes. Now I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to plug in my account SID and my auth token. Okay? And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I plugged in my account SID and my auth token. Here it tells us now we can delete the install directory via FTP and then click here to log in. So I'm going to come back over to FileZilla. I'm going to right click on the install directory and hit delete. And I'm just going to delete that file. And now that that's done, I can click this to log in. And that's it for installation. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.